So hi and good morning to all. So my name is Yashin Devi Sugumaran, my metric number 217204. Today I'm going to present the KPJ is 3, founder of the KPJ and the main business activities of KPJ. So KPJ Healthcare BERHAD is Malaysia's leading provider of private healthcare service since its introduction of the first private specialist hospital is in Johor in 1981 and first clinic in Johor in 1998. Driven by its core values of safety, courtesy, integrity and professionalism and continuous improvement, KPJ's integrated network consists of more than 28 specialist hospitals located throughout the nation. With its expansion abroad, the group has currently 2 hospitals in Indonesia and sizable share in a hospital in Bangkok and a hospital in Bangladesh. The community service is the provision of care through our network of clinic which known as by Wakaf An-Nur Kwan Charity Clinic. There are 18 Kwan clinic and 1 hospital Wakaf An-Nur 1 in Malaysia today. So the vision of the KPJ Healthcare BERHAD is the preferred healthcare provider. Our fundamental purpose is to deliver the exceptional health treatment, care and diagnosis to all of the patients. They are using the innovative of technology, experienced doctor, well-trained staff who collaborate to offer the best diagnosis and treatment plans. The mission of the KPJ Healthcare BERHAD is deliver quality healthcare service. Their mission is to improve the health of the people and the health of communities. Led by skilled, caring medical staff, we are consistently focused on clinical excellence, innovative technology and superior patient outcomes. President and Managing Director of KPJ is Amiruddin Abdul Sattar. 56 was formerly the Managing Director of KPJ Healthcare BERHAD. He was appointed as Managing Director of the group in December 2012 and left the position in July 2020. His overall contribution to KPJ is spanning 27 years. So there are 5 main business activities of KPJ. The first one is diagnostic services. The second one is hospital and clinical services. Nextly is senior living care, and the fourth one is educational services, and the last one is ambulatory care.
Hello everyone, I am Santosh Subramaniam. My metric number is 216857. Now I'm going to continue what my friend was telling. Firstly, the annual sales turnover of KPJ Healthcare is 2,626,849 ringgit, which is a huge amount. Now, let me briefly tell you about significant achievements of the company. In 2020, KPJ Healthcare received an Industry Excellence Award in Asian Corporate Governance Awards. From that, KPJ Healthcare received Platinum Brand, which signifies the most trusted brand in healthcare in 2021. KPJ Healthcare also named to be the top orthopedic service provider of the year 2021. The Best Maternity Hospital Award winner of the year 2021 is also KPJ Healthcare for its branch in Johor Bahru, Johor. These are the current board of directors of KPJ Healthcare.
My name is Divyananda Kumar and my matrix number is 217098. I am presenting the background of the DUOPHARMA Biotic BERHAD. In 1978, DUOPHARMA Biotic BERHAD established as a trading company, as well as in 2000 the company also listed in Bursa Malaysia. Then in 2020 the company commercialization of selective specialty product at HAPI plant. The vision of the company is providing smarter solutions for a healthier life, and then the mission of the company is leading healthcare group providing quality and innovative solutions. Next, the founder of DUOPHARMA Biotic BERHAD is pharmacy professionals Chia Ting Po and Ang Bilian, a husband-wife duo. They founded a trade company that imported and marketed pharmaceutical supplies to physicians and hospitals with an initial investment of 300,000 ringgit. The main business activities of DUOPHARMA Biotic BERHAD are R&D, research and development of drugs and manufacturing halal pharmaceutical products, and finally commercialization and marketing of over 300 generic drugs.
Hi, my name is Naren Balakrishnan and my matrix number is 217094. So the annual sales turnover for the financial year 2021 of DUOPHARMA is 639 million ringgit. DUOPHARMA has got some significant achievements for the year 2021. Some of these are Sustainable Business Awards Malaysia, and DUOPHARMA was the overall winner for their outstanding and comprehensive efforts in corporate sustainability. Moreover, DUOPHARMA was the winner for Risk Champion in the Asian Risk Awards 2021. Here is the current board of members graphic for your view, where Tan Sri Datin Paduka Siti Sadia binti Bakir is the non-independent and non-executive chairman of DUOPHARMA and followed by the rest. Next is the financial ratio of KPJ for the year 2021. KPJ Healthcare has 0.61 ringgit of current assets for every ringgit of its current liabilities. Furthermore, looking at the total assets turnover, for every RM in assets, KPJ Healthcare generated 0.43 in sales. The working capital of KPJ Healthcare has 611 million to less liquidity position and less ability to pay debts or continue operating.
Now, let me continue what my friend was talking about. The fourth part is gross margin ratio. Gross margin ratio can be calculated using the formula net sales minus cost of sales divided by net sales. According to the statement of comprehensive income of KPJ Healthcare, the total sales of the company is 2,626,849 ringgit, while the cost of the sales is 1,686,787 ringgit. After transferring the information received into the formula given, the answer obtained is 35.79%, which means for every sales in ringgit that KPJ Healthcare makes, it gets 35 cents worth of profit. Next, debt to equity ratio. The formula for the debt to equity ratio is total liabilities minus total equity. From the financial statement of KPJ Healthcare, the total liabilities of the company is 3,937,133 ringgit, while total equity worth 2,250,508 ringgit. After transferring the information into the formula given, the answer obtained is 1.75, which means KPJ Healthcare has 1 ringgit 75 cents of debts for every 1 ringgit in equity and is high leverage.
We analyzed few financial ratio on DUOPHARMA Biotech BERHAD based on the annual report 2021. The first ratio that we analyzed is current ratio. Current ratio is current asset divided by current liability, which is 494,796 ringgit divided by 230,309 ringgit, and we get 2 ringgit 50 cent, which is DUOPHARMA has 2 ringgit 50 cent of current asset for every ringgit of its current liability. The second financial ratio is working capital, is current asset minus current liability. 494,796 ringgit minus 230,309 ringgit, and we get to know that the DUOPHARMA has 264 million ringgit to strong liquidity position and liability to pay debts or continue operating.
Ratio for the DUOPHARMA is total asset turnover. So we can calculate total asset turnover by net sales divided by total average asset. So total average asset is mean by beginning asset, total asset plus with ending total asset and divided by 2. So that here we can conclude that 639,175 ringgit divided by total average asset, we get 0.58 times. So that means for every ringgit Malaysia in asset, DUOPHARMA generates 0.58 in sales. So for the DUOPHARMA is gross margin ratio. We can calculate gross margin ratio by net sales minus with cost of sales and divided by net sale. So 639,175 ringgit minus with 385,191 ringgit and divided again with net sales, we get 39.73%. So this means for every sales ringgit Malaysia that DUOPHARMA makes, get 39 cents worth of profit. So the last ratio for the DUOPHARMA is debt to equity ratio. We can calculate the debt to equity ratio by total liabilities divided by total equity. So the total liability is 540,127 ringgit divided by 624,004 ringgit. So we get 0.87. DUOPHARMA as 0.87 cents for debt for every ringgit Malaysia 1 in equity, and this is conclude that debt to equity is low leverage.
So, as a conclusion for both KPJ and DUOPHARMA has 2.15 higher current ratio compared to KPJ Healthcare, which has 0.61 and have strong ability to meet current obligations. In addition, DUOPHARMA's turnover 0.58 is greater and higher than that for KPJ Healthcare of 0.43 to generate sales and reflects on operating efficiency.
Thirdly, working capital. DUOPHARMA has strong ability to pay debts and tendency of continuous operating compared to KPJ Healthcare of negative working capital, which means less likely to be able to pay debt. Fourthly, gross margin ratio. DUOPHARMA's 39.73% profit margin is higher than KPJ Healthcare's, which is 35.79%. Finally, debt to equity ratio. KPJ Healthcare's debt to equity ratio is higher, which is 1.75 than DUOPHARMA's ratio 0.87 and implies less opportunity to expand through use of debt financing.
So now I would like to explain the ethical aspects accountant has to maintain. So the professional accountant has to be straightforward and honest in profession and business. Integrity also implies the fair and truthfulness. So a professional accountant should not be associated with reports and returns communications because contain a materially false or misleading statement and contain statement or information furnished recklessly.
One of the ethical aspects that an accountant needs to maintain is confidentiality over their work. Accountant must not disclose confidential professional or business information or use it to their personal advantage unless you have explicit permission to disclose it or a legal or professional right or duty to disclose it.
A professional accountant shall comply with the principle of professional behaviors, which requires an accountant to comply with relevant laws and regulations and avoid any conduct that the accountant knows or should know might discredit the profession. A professional accountant also shall not knowingly engage in any business, occupation or activity that impairs or might impair the integrity, objectivity or good reputation of the profession and as a result would be incompatible with the fundamental principles. Moreover, a professional accountant also shall be honest and truthful and avoid any action that may bring disrepute to the profession.
Well, the fourth ethical aspect accountant has to maintain is objectivity. This because an accountant must not compromise their professional judgment because of being biased, conflict of interest and undue influence.